Hi, it's Kate from Inkstampshare. I've got a really pretty thank you card to show you how to make today using the new Love What You Do set from Stampin Up. It's absolutely beautiful. Comes as part of a suite. I'll show you the suite at the end of showing you how to make the card. I'll just crack on with making it, but it's a beautiful stamp set and there's loads of uses for it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Pool Party card. I'm going to use Whisper White, and I've got Basic Black for my card base, and that's just a piece of A4 card scored in half and cut in half, and then you get 2 card bases from that. And my layers are ½ an inch, no they're not at all, they're ½ centimetre smaller all the way around. So I'll put all the dimensions on my blog, so hop over to inkstampshare.ink to see, so you don't have to write them down. But basically, this one is 14.8 by 10.5, and then the next layer down is ½ centimetre smaller, so that's 10 centimetres by 14.3, and then I've gone down one more again for my next white panel, which will be 9.5 by 13.8. But as I say, it's all on my blog. Just hop over there and you'll be able to see without writing it down. I've also got a scrap for stamping, a scrap of Whisper White for stamping. I've got a piece to go inside to stamp on, write what I want to write on my card as well. Okay, so we're going to start off by using our stamps, and I've put the big flower stamp already on the block, and I'm going to stamp in Memento ink, black Memento. We're going to have a bit of fussy cutting, which might be a bit laborious, so I'll apologise for that. Just make sure it's a brand new stamp. Make sure it's really inked up well. Okay. Perfect. I'm quite happy with that. That's good. Okay, I'm going to let that dry for a minute. I'm going to show you what I've already done ready. I have got, as part of the same suite, I've got the lovely floral texture dynamics, try saying that, it's a mouthful, texture dynamic impression embossing folder, and it gives this image, and it's absolutely stunning. I don't know if you can see it. It's a focal point for any card. It's really beautiful. Look at that. So just run it through the Big Shop and this is what you get. It's really gorgeous. We had a similar one that was just as effective at Christmas. It was a big snowflake, and it kind of reminds me of that because it comes out, it's so stunning and it's gorgeous. I love it. Anyway, sorry. So I've already done that ready, and that is going to go on the front. So I'm going to stick my panels together to start with, because that's the easy bit, isn't it? Now I'm going to use Tombow glue because it gets in all these nooks and crannies and crevices of where you've embossed, and it just sticks it really well. It's really good multi-purpose glue. So yeah, just a squeeze of that all over. You don't need too much because it'll just ooze out the sides if you do. And just pop it on your blue base, on your Pool Party base, like that. Now I have got a little bit of a gap at the bottom, that's intentional. Right, and then I'm going to stick it onto my I did some other stamping. See, I keep everything. I keep all my scraps. I keep all my bits of card that I actually changed my mind over. Because it all comes in useful, doesn't it? I think a lot of us crafters were a bit hoardery. Yeah, it's not the word. Oh, it's not a word. Right, okay, stick it on. You can move it around a bit with Tombow. It's a bit forgiving like that. There you go. I can stick the lid back on my black ink before I mess everything up. Okay, so I've got that. That's half the card made already. It's really good, it's really quick. I am going to take my Lemon Lime Twist ink pad, and I've taken one of the images from the stamp set. I've taken this one, and I'm going to stamp it onto my card. Straight on, so let's hope it works, because otherwise it's going to look a bit of a mess. So down here where this gap is, I'm just going to go for it. A little bit over the embossing. And it works really well actually. And I'm going to do another one next to it. Just give it a good press, I think. So that's over the embossing, and it actually makes a really good impression anyway. I like that, that's fab. So that's my lemon lime twist. Pop that away. Okay. And then I have got my pool party ink out, and I've got a thank you. It's a big swirly thank you from the set. And I'm going to stamp that on the front as well. There's lots of sentiments in this set. I'm going to make a thank you card. Right, I'm just going to make sure I've got it right. I want it down and to the right. Yay! I'm happy with that. Isn't it great when a plan comes together? So this is the piece that's going to go on the inside, and I am going to stamp that thank you on there too. That white Whisper White panel for the inside is the same dimension as the pool party one. It's 14.3 by 10 centimeters. So here we are. Gonna hopefully stamp it well. Yay! So okay, that can be stuck inside because I've done that already. And then we've just got the fussy cutting and the do a little bit of watercolouring. So thank you. Let's just close that one up. And Melon Mambo. Oh. Here we go. Now I've got my aqua painter, which is essentially a water-filled brush. So it's a paintbrush with water in the chamber. And you get a pack of 2 when you order them. You can get them from Stampin' Up in my online shop, and you get one with a thicker brush and one with slightly thinner. And I think I've got the slightly thinner one there. I am going to use my lid of my ink pad to watercolour with. Now I've got to be careful that I don't use too much water. I don't have too much coming through because it's not watercolour paper and it doesn't take a lot of water. It's just plain Whisper White. But I'm just going to use this as an ink palette, as a watercolour palette. I'm going to paint my flowers, just like so. Now, there's a reason I'm using Pool Party and Melon Mambo and Lemon Lime Twist. This card is for the Global Design Project Challenge that runs every week. Every week they set a new challenge with a new kind of theme to it, and this week it's a colour challenge. They've set these colours, and I thought it would be really fun to join in and play along. Anyone can do it, and it's great fun. And the great thing about taking part in one of these is that you get given a sketch or a colour or a layout, or you get to case the designer or something. So it's a starting point for your, if you get a bit of mojo block or crafting block, always gives you a starting point, and then everything starts to flow after that. But I just like joining in anyway, it's great. So I do that sometimes. The fun thing is to see what everyone else has done with the same, all got the same challenge, and all the cards are completely different, and that's really fun to see what people come up with. So hop over to the Global Design Project and just Google it, it'll come up. I'm going to put the link right onto my blog because it will be part of the blog post for this card, so you can just click on that link. Yeah, so here we go. I think I'm done. Get a bit more shading at the bottom. It's surprising what you can do with an ink pad and just plain cardstock. Right, there we go. So I'm just going to cut it out. Now, you might think, oh my goodness, that's a bit of fussy cutting, but it's actually not quite so difficult as it looks. If you have a sharp pair of scissors, it's not so hard. And the best thing is to leave a tiny white space around your image, especially these stems that are so tiny. It also makes it look a bit more finished off. Like, when you have a stamp and a die bundle and the die leaves a little bit of a white edge, kind of looks a bit like that, only obviously not as accurate. Oh, that's fine. Just chop that bit up. So sorry if this is the tedious part. But it actually doesn't take that long. And these flowers are stunning. I don't know what it's like in your part of the world. It's very warm here, and we've been waiting a long time for this gorgeous sunny weather. And it just makes everyone feel so much happier. That's like sort of spring, summer has eventually arrived. Let's chop that bit off. There we go. I'm not going to worry about the middle part where the two stems are because it's going on a whisper white background anyway. So it won't show up. Take this bit off. I could have done it in advance, but it kind of defeats the object, doesn't it? Here we go. So this bundle that this stamp set comes with and this embossing folder is absolutely gorgeous. It's a new suite that Stampin' Up have released early in advance of the new catalogue in June. Now you can only buy it in the bundle at the moment, but it's absolutely stunning. It's to celebrate Stampin' Up's 30th anniversary. It's got loads of lovely products in it and they're all really, really pretty. And there's some absolutely show-stopping pattern papers in it. And they're pearlized to signify, you know, because 30 years, you know, pearls. So that's why. It's got some great stamps. It's called the Share What You Love Suite, and the embossing folder that I've used is part of the Gotta Have It All bundle. And you get some freebies. You get some really good freebies with the bundles, especially with the Gotta Have It All bundle. You get, there's a beautiful embellishment kit with some stunning little roses and things in, and that is free. You get the very vanilla envelopes, that's free. And there's also an exclusive stamp set called The Statement of My Heart, which is Stampin' Up's it's our statement of the heart. And they've made it into a stamp and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm really pleased they've made it into a stamp. And that is exclusive to this bundle and it's free with this bundle. How cool is that? And you won't be able to get that stamp set in the catalogue in June when it comes out because it's just exclusive to this. But the other stamps you will. Right. I think I'm done. Sorry about how tedious that is. But I'm done, I'm done. Now I'm going to pop it on. There's only one more thing I'd like to do. Actually, I'll stick it down before I do that. Just use a little bit more Tombow. I can see me using this stamp set and using it and using it. It's so lovely. There's lots of pretty images in there. Just want to play a bit more now. Right. Bring it over a bit, stick it down. Make sure it's well stuck. You don't want it to come off. That's that. And then one last thing. I'm going to use my Wink of Stella on it, my clear Wink of Stella brush. This leaves a very shimmery, subtle sheen or shimmer to things. I don't know if it will pick up in the video, but it makes it just, it gives it that finish. It's really pretty. Yeah, I put Wink of Stella on everything. Excuse me. It's just so pretty. I love it. Right. Can you see what a difference that makes? I don't know if you can see the shine, but it's gorgeous. And that's my card finished. And that's the Global Design Project, and it'll be on my blog today. So do hop over and have a look. You can see all the products I've used. You can get more details about the Share What You Love suite and all the dimensions that I've used, because I rattled through those, so they'll be written down on my blog at inkstampshare.ink. Here's the one I made. And here's the one I just made again. That was my practice, and that's a new one. I hope you love them. Please give the video a thumbs up if you do. I'll just quickly show you the Share What You Love suite. I have a little leaflet for you. I don't know if you can see it very well. It shows you, actually, it's not really very clear. It's probably a lot easier to look on my website and click on the link. But there are 3 bundles for this suite. One is just getting started, and it's kind of for the beginner crafter or the one who's just dipping their toes in. And it's got this gorgeous Love What You Do stamp set, which I've been using now. It's got an old olive classic stamping ink pad. Got a clear block E, which is quite a useful one for some of these images. It's got brand new in colour Grapefruit Grove ink pad, and you get free very vanilla envelopes and note cards and envelopes. And that's a just getting started bundle. The next one, if you just want a little bit more than that, and it's actually called a Little More Please bundle, that has the Love What You Do stamp set. It's also got the Make a Difference stamp set, which you can't really see very well, so do go over and have a look. It's got the alphabet, it's a beautiful font, you can join it up. It's got the angel policy stamp to use on the back of your cards if you're selling them. It's got loads of phrases, sort of made with love phrases on there. It's got the Share What You Love cardstock pack in the beautiful colours that we've used here. We've got very vanilla cardstock. We've got the pearlised doilies, which I think I might have out, which are here, and they're absolutely stunning. They're pearlised on one side and white on the other, and you can sponge them and you can colour them and do all sorts with them. You get quite a lot in a pack. You get 24 in the pack. Yeah, so they are gorgeous. You get the Grapefruit Grows stamping pad again. You get, oh, I've put my ribbon away, this gorgeous rich raspberry velvet ribbon. It's absolutely stunning. You get the Share What You Love artisan pearls. Mine are out at the moment. They're just gorgeous as well. And then for free with this bundle, you get this Share What You Love embellishment kit that has those cute roses. It has some tags. I think I've got one of those out. I'll show you. They've got in the embellishment kit, it's got these tags already die cut. It's got paper clips. It's got all sorts in that embellishment. You get that free. The very vanilla envelopes you get free. And in the last bundle, the biggest one is the Gotta Have It All bundle. Now, if you're a Gotta Have It All and Gotta Have It Early girl like me, this is for you. It's got all the things on it that I've just mentioned, but it's also got the lovely floral dynamic textured impressions of embossing foil that we've just used. It's got the Statement of My Heart single stamp, which is, I've used that on a previous video actually, but I haven't got it out at the moment. It's stunning. It's got and that is free. You've got the free very vanilla envelopes, and you've got the free Share What You Love embellishment kit too. Oh, and the other thing you can get as a customer, which is a bit different this year, we've got our 5 brand new in colours coming in June, but as an early release bundle as well. You can buy them early now this month and you get 10% off. So that's there. So if you go on to inkstampshare.ink and you click on the Share What You Love image on the top right hand side, it'll take you all through all that, and you can see exactly what you get and what you get for free too. So I just thought I'd quickly run through that. Wow, I hope you like it. Please give me a thumbs up if you do, and don't forget to click that little bell to get notifications of more videos. Thanks a lot. Thanks for stopping by.